I had God's servant, Dr. UKPAI, say he was fasting.
In this video, Apostle Johnson SULEMAN, shared something very important about the great man, Reverend Dr. UKPAI.
The wife said, eat. He said, no! If God will not give me power, let him kill me. I had God's servant, Dr. UKPAI, say he was fasting. The wife said, eat. He said, no! If God will not give me power, let him kill me. If he won't give me power, let him kill me. What am I doing alive? If God won't give me power, let him kill me. Dr. UKPAI told that to the wife. That is burden. That is burden. That is burden, sir. Passion, untamed, uncontrollable, unbridled passion is what drives men. When there is burden, the more you pray, the more you want to pray. When there is burden, the more you study, the more you want to study. When there is burden, the more you give, the more you want to give. When there is burden, the more you go out for souls, the more you want to go out for souls. Burden, burden, burden. I wish I'm talking to somebody right now. Oh God, oh God, oh God. People don't give up because things are hard. Because in that same place, there is a farmer to whom things are hard, is still farming. In that place, there's a student to whom things are hard, she's still going to school. Then because things are hard, you are giving up. What happened to the passion you came to that land with? What happened to all the prophecies God gave you concerning that land? Have they been fulfilled? Why you were? You know, there are some people, no matter what I say, no matter what I preach, nothing. No matter what I preach, no matter, let me preach from now till tomorrow, nothing. It doesn't. Life is just normal to you, nothing. My greatest pain is if I can plant 1% of heaven's burden in your heart, you will see yourself praying like never before. God's biggest desire is men with burden. They don't give up. It drives them. It propels them. He's loving the Lord even if his wife is a disaster to him. He's loving the Lord even if he has missed it in marriage. He's not allowing the character of the wife to make him question his God. He's not allowing the threats of the husband. My heart, when I see people come to me, say, Papa, I'm tired. My heart is bleeding. Did God not give you prophecies concerning this place? You are tired? Have they been fulfilled? You are tired? He sent you to this place to make a mark. You are allowing the devil win? Do you know what it means when one sent by God, hell is watching, heaven is watching? There's a contest. God is saying, I trust my son, I trust my daughter. She won't give up. She won't give up. And the devil said, just wait for another 1 year, another 2 years. Wait, don't bless him yet. Wait. Just when it's getting to the 1 year in divine agenda, you pack your things. And the heavens are saying, oh, we lost another potential general. Send someone else there. And God said, oh, so I have to start this program again? Give up? Can I say this to you? Hear this, brethren. If there was anybody that felt the pain of the crucifixion of Jesus, it was Mary. She carried, that was a child she carried in her womb. That was a child that gave her honor and respect. People looked up to her as the mother of the Messiah. They looked up to her. She was proud, squared her shoulders. And right before her eyes, in front of everybody, he was murdered as a thief. From being called the mother of the Messiah to the mother of a thief is enough for her to be angry with God. But as soon as he died, she joined them to the upper room. going to the upper room when she should be mourning. She had a burden. She went to the upper room. My son may be gone, but I heard him say that when he goes, he will send another comforter. Even if I've lost my son, I need a comforter. Even if my son is gone, I need a comforter. I need a comforter. In Acts chapter 1, verse 12, 13, and 14, when they all gathered in the upper room, we saw Mary, the mother of Jesus, all of them praying. Burden. What would drive Elisha? What would drive Moses to a place where they wanted his head? They were looking for him to kill him, and God said, go back there. It was burden. A place where he was declared wanted. I'm sure a price tag was placed on his head. And when he left, that's when they found out he was an impersonator, pretending to be Pharaoh's daughter's son, not knowing he was an Israeli. So he was an impersonator. He was declared wanted, and the Lord said, go there. What move men? Agabus took Paul's ghetto.
A lot have been said. A lot will still be said regarding this great man that have impacted lives all over the world. Now, what Apostle was trying to highlight in this particular video is the subject of passion, on how it translates to power. If there's one thing that a lot of people know about Reverend Omar Okpai, is the fact that he's always talking about power. Testimonies about the display or manifestation of power. You hear him say, you know, a woman came, brought her child, you know, a sick child, a child that just passed and all those things. And he said, just drop him there. No prayer, nothing. The atmosphere, you know, he always sees these things. He shares these testimonies, and these are not just testimonies. These are things that happened, verifiable events. A man of power. I was having a conversation with somebody earlier today, and we were like, this Omar Okpai. Anytime you hear Omar Okpai, what comes to your mind? Power. Power. I think, you see, some of you should go and listen to some of his videos. You know, he always, one thing he does well is how he gives testimony, right? He testifies to what God have done previously. And there was this program that he went to recently where he started sharing that testimony. And that was the moment people started receiving their healing. Just by listening to something that happened elsewhere. People started screaming, all manner, diseases, healing, and all those things. Now, let me also end with this. You see, some people are saying, oh, the fact that somebody performed miracles and all these things does not mean that that person will not transition. It is his time. God decided to take him. That's just it. So all this, I'm seeing some arguments online. Oh, he should have healed himself. He should have done this, you know, all those, all manner. Did they even tell you that he was sick? Did they tell you he was sick? So that is it. Jesus, the Son of God, did a lot of things on earth, right? Even though it was predestined that Jesus Christ will exit at some point, he still exited, even though Jesus himself raised the dead. I'm just using this as an example. What do you guys think? Drop a comment in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share this video.